This diecast is from an era where we used to get plenty of Nationwide/Xfinity diecasts, and unfortunately, we don't get anywhere close to that nowadays. Here's Ty Dillon's 2013 WESCO Chevrolet Camaro. Howdy folks, it's Diecastbuffet here again with a freaking awesome Ty Dillon 2013 WESCO Chevrolet Camaro. I tell you what, this is a really cool nationwide diecast from yesteryear, and this is the 33 car. Yes, it's not the 3 car, but it's the 33 for Richard Childress Racing. Of course, you know, every time I see the 33 car, I think of like maybe a Kevin Harvick or the Paul Menard's paint schemes, you know, all those cool looking race cars. But this is a Ty Dillon paint scheme, and honestly, the blue, the white, and the black, a very sharp looking car. The box, though, I tell you what, this thing is so different than what we see in the norm. Mostly like a white kind of pattern with like a small transition, like polka dot, you know, kind of modern. Kind of reminds me of like a tennis shoe. Got Ty Dillon there with his font and all that good jazz. Got NASCAR Nationwide Series, NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. Unfortunately, back in those days, they didn't have a Truck Series mold. They had just like the Racing Champions 90 stuff, which was super bulky, unfortunately. Of course, Action Racing Collectibles, and this is indeed from 2013. This is a really cool car. I can't wait to get it out of the box. And without further ado, let's go and get this 2013 Ty Dillon WESCO Chevrolet Camaro for the NASCAR Nationwide Series out of the box. Alrighty, folks. Right out of that good old box, and I tell you what, man, every time I look at these early 2010s, you know, nationwide diecasts, all I see is NASCAR on ESPN, because I tell you what, you got the dog ears over here on the back, you got the common template, let's be honest, Gen 5-esque, you know, Busch Series nationwide cars. I mean, I tell you what, man, this was a really cool era to kind of grow up in, honestly, the early 2010s with NASCAR, because, I mean, yes, they had a lot of gimmicks and whatnot, but they still had popularity, not 2005 popularity, but they still were, still, you know, thriving off the momentum they had in the early 2000s, and luckily, I got to experience that before it all hit the fan. But I tell you what, man, this is a very cool-looking diecast, and, you know, it's kind of an unusual one. It kind of reminds you of, like, a one-off type of paint scheme, you know, just something just kind of out of the norm. So you go over here to the hood of the car, you got WESCO. You got some dude just running, or is that like a bootleg-looking spider? I'm not too sure. I got WESCO, ABB, Thomas, and Betts. What is this? Is that like a... Oh, that's interesting. There's like a grill decal there. That's not an actual grill, I don't believe. It's just probably something they had on the 2012/2013 Camaro. Look at the sharp pointed nose. Remember those on the Camaro nationwide cars? When they the Camaros had a point, they weren't kind of rounded off. Kind of missed that, honestly. I will say the headlights on this are actually pretty well tucked in. Very good job there. Got Camaro, got the RCR logo, got Moog, Male Cop, Sunoco. Got the bow tie right there. Got the white and blue 33. Very sharp. A little bit of some wonky jaw contingencies over here. The splitter is painted blue. I love that blue. Good God almighty, man. That blue is absolutely beautiful. Going over to the left side of the car, and this was kind of the dawn of the Camaro in NASCAR. You know, kind of the path to the Cup Series, so to speak. And, you know, I think we're looking at the Toyota Supra in the same light nowadays, because the Toyota Supra was kind of something you would never expect. But I hate to say it, but the Camry might not even be on the 2022 Cup car, to be honest with you. I would not be surprised one bit if Toyota switches over to the Supra for the next generation car. So you got Ty Dillon right there on the name rail. You got Charter, you got Bass Pro Shops, WESCO, you got Brady. Whoa, Tom Brady, hold up. You got TE, what is that, tied in? Burndy, Panduit, LeGrand. I have never heard any of these freaking brands, by the way. I think it's Winn-Dixie there. You got Safety Clean. I guess that's a little blinker or something. You got American Ethanol. Can't read that one. Good God almighty, man. I tell you, this car has got a lot of contingencies on it. Wow. That's pretty cool. I can't really read these, though. They're kind of a very little decals. I think that's Hunt Brothers Pizza, the top one, though. Of course, you got NASCAR Race Car. You got NASCAR Nationwide Series. Of course, you have Holly, Mobile One, Edelbrock, Duralast Brakes. Very cool. Got 3M, K&N, Autometer, Jegs, is it APP or ARP? I have no clue. MSD, got Goodyear. The Goodyear logo is a little bit too high up, though. Very nice diecast. Also, notice those little, like, grooves on the right next to the left rear, right here where the Menards logo is, right there. Some interesting grooves. Kind of reminds me like a body kit or something you would see on a street car. Of course, you got Freightliner, Champion, and of course, Sherwin-Williams. The paint scheme is very nice, though. Just a simple kind of black stripe that shoots across. The blue one's going this way, the black one's going this way. It's kind of just a nice little just whoosh paint scheme. And of course, you go over here to the back end of this car. You got the dog ears, as they call them, back in the ESPN nationwide days. Very nice car here. Got a little bit of some fuzz. That's all good and dandy. Of course, you got your rookie stripes, you know, the Ty Dillons. I tell you what, in the early 2010s, people want to talk about the Dillons in a bad light nowadays, and I guess that's respectable considering they haven't had as much success as they were brought up to be. But in the early 2010s, the Dillons were some of the hottest products in NASCAR. I mean, let's be honest with you. Austin Dillon wins a truck title. He wins the nationwide title. Ty Dillon obviously didn't follow suit, but they were still very prominent in the RCR stable. And, of course, they were being brought up. You know, Harvick flying the coupe. You know, Newman, you know, they got him on there replacing Burton, you know. Believe it or not, when the Dillons were moving up through the ranks, Jeff Burton was still at RCR. I tell you what, man, I miss freaking Jeff Burton in NASCAR. Thank God his son's still racing. You got Eaton, got CAMARO, still got 2 exhaust ports over here with 2 on the side, so you got 4 exhaust ports. You got the 33 right there, and that's, I think that's Camaro SS right there. Akuma right there, got the black spoiler going here to the right side, and looks like the whole side decal is a little bit too far up. Maybe it's just me. Something just don't look right here. I don't know. Like, I feel like the 33 is a little bit small, I will say, but I feel like this is kind of like, I don't know, just something doesn't seem proportioned to me. Maybe it's just me. Got the 33 right there, which gives me some Clint Boyer vibes, you know, definitely some old school Richard Childress racing vibes back when they used to own Talladega. I tell you what, NSI Torque, I've never heard of that. What is that? Dottie? I don't know what the heck that is. And you got Woodhead, I've never heard any of these sponsors. Like, this reminds me of the stuff like you would see sponsoring the Speed Channel at 1 in the morning, right? Like, something that you would see, like, oh, this show is sponsored by, and then they just, you know, they put the generic whatever, you know, auto parts brand, and then they run a commercial on it or whatnot. And the dude who edited it probably did it on a freaking computer on his spare time. But that's all good and dandy, because they still edit stuff way better than I do. I can't edit worth a darn. Anyways, folks, thank y'all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Tell me what y'all think about this 2013 Ty Dillon Nationwide Diecast. Yeah, definitely a throwback here. Honestly, man, this is a super cool looking diecast, and unfortunately, the modern day Xfinity cars don't have this type of spoiler, so if you wanted to use this in your stop motions, it would look a little bit weird, but I will say it is a absolutely beautiful looking diecast, and the quality is actually pretty darn good for this one, to be honest with you. Anyways, folks, hope you had a great day out there. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Of course, hit that notification bell down below so you don't miss any of the new NASCAR diecast reviews and all that good jazz. NASCAR Diecast Cup Series, gameplay, post-race reactions, diecast hauls, all that good stuff right here on Diecast Buffet. And all that being said, folks, have a great one. Stay humble. Diecast Buffet. Signing off, Mike.